All of our heroes have clay feet. It's just another way of saying they're all humans. They're all creatures with limitations. And sometimes those limitations show up in moral failures and moral fault lines. And we can be greatly tempted to discouragement when we find out that some of our greatest heroes actually are also persons who had great failings. And it's in those times that we want to be careful to remember two things. That we want to be careful to remember that we too are chief among sinners, that we have moral failings. And if history is so kind as to record our lives in any detail, there are going to be generations after us who discover our failings. And then we want to remember also the grace of God and how God, in his rich kindness, only has morally failed people to work with. And he does great things despite those failings. And so we want to turn from our heroes to ourselves and ultimately to God in appreciation to him for his grace. And then we really want to sort of be reminded that the things that are true and good and lovely and right that have been produced by God through our heroes are still good and true and lovely and right despite the failings of our heroes. And so we can be people who admit two things, that admit this is good and admit this is broken. Admit this is wonderful to be appreciated and admit that this is lamented and evidence of a person's humanity. And we knowing that people are made in the image of God and that we have twisted that image in the fall, we are bound, I think, because of that reality, to both weep at what's broken and rejoice at what God does in terms of any goodness and greatness and beauty that he produces through us. That image is not entirely lost, even in those who have deep flaws and great faults. And we should give God praise for that.